round, though, we're going to have to build up in towards that A site. Leading that charge, Carpe with the Tiger, and Saya's already in.
He's done well to find the first, but he's stuck inside those mollies and can't make his way out. A nano swarm kill onto Saya, and a blindsided swing. AtaKaptan only gets one for his trouble, but the numbers, they stay in their favor as FUT controlled the site. The spike on the floor as well, and Munchkin has no idea on that final player. He spotted him now, but the utility from T1. A much quicker take towards B this time, strangling all of the space out of their opponent's control, and they're going to flash through to make the big play. And even then, it's not catching anyone. They've been fully pushed back by the util and a plant acquired.
Needing the heals for a little bit of help, and actually it's going to be qRaxs to get rid of Ban. Spike not quite being planted. Zeta's aggressive position, he's got to be careful. There are multiple players just around this corner. The flash connects, but he's not going to aggress off it just yet, and MrFaliN is already going to put this into a further advantage. They need a bit of a hero, and the trades are fantastic. Leaving Sayaplayer once again alone, and Artist having a field day versus T1. Kiwi, well, he's going to kick things off once again. Sayaplayer, though, he's there. And Ban's found one with a pistol. Every single round becoming competitive so far. Is this one going to settle on their side? And they almost managed to get rid of MrFaliN.
Yeah, that was the recovered rifle, and look at Saya. They got this orb to start the round out. Got the Blade Storm online, and that has been rewarded tenfold. Just MrFaliN, 56 HP. And although he finds the first, he is left on one.
He lost 55.
That's a tough situation. Headshot needed onto Ban at least. They've got the angles here. Jet following up on it. Saya looks to claim some more scalps. Look at FUT's response, falling back and indeed conceding the entirety of this site. Players in the spawn, and that's about as close as they're going to be. The same attempt at spamming through, and it's done some good damage. Yeah, Ban is down pretty low, but they can be healed. And safe to plant inside of that cove. Viper's pit down for the post plant.
He's going to stay in it, I think. Yeah. Lockdown being utilized, but he doesn't want to give up that pit. KO ult's gone through on the other side as well, so it will be the detain for Zeta. He's able to hold on for the moment. Even still, though, initial frag goes the way of Kiwis, doing what? But Carpe just gets two through the pit. A little bit more for him as well. One more standing, a potential ace. But he's just playing passive this time, not looking to get over-aggressive. You know he wants that final kill. We'll hear the tap onto the spike, but it's not quite there, and MOJJ is going to try it. Before the changes, got the majority of their rounds on that defensive side. So the fact that this is already looking pretty good for T1, the map changes allow you to get more defender side rounds in general, with that side being easier to lock out with an afterplant already. It's a question of how much FUT actually want to throw into this one. Now, they do have a bit of reserve cash, and for the other side of things, it depends how many orbs you want to sort of hand over to T1, but that's a damn good start. Carpe gone.
Yeah, he tried to sneak past the smoke. A second player coming from this angle later. It's Munchkin, but he's going to be caught. Oh, but the shot doesn't hit. MrFaliN. Well, they've definitely stumbled on that play with Munchkin defending this tooth and nail. The lockdown will be destroyed. Just about, but look at the time that it's bought. That spike already diffused, ticking away quite far. It's half. They're going for it. They're trying to stick it all the way, but the spray from back. Oh, much more shallow this time on the wall through. Trying to link up with the art players and then push on the back of it. Sayaplayer will only get the one, and Carpe actually caught on the way through the molly, slowing them down on this and putting T1 in a pretty tough position. You still have a Viper's Pit to fight back in on the side of FUT. They need to take some space of their own, and that's exactly what they're looking for. AtaKaptan in the corner, and although he's moving fast, he's not quick enough on his feet, but look at the HP of Ban. So incredibly low with MOJJ just trying to find him.
Mitch, and, you know, there's always hope.
Well, that's kind of Sayaplayer walking, well, by the looks of it, on a flank of his own.
He's going forward.
He'll be seen. They'll check in on him a little bit later on. Kiwi, for now, has to move his way out of this B site. Concede control. That's been the name of the game for these B takes, but this time, Kiwi has something to say about it.
Yeah, he's left a teammate behind as well. I don't think qRaxs was expected. The flank from Saya will dome one, but the trades are coming back thick and fast. qRaxs has done an incredible job at the back of the site, and well, it comes down to Saya. He needs an ace to win this round. Doesn't actually know where his opponent is lurking. qRaxs hiding on the backlines, has spotted the other two, but I think his life is on borrowed time. No, it seems like he's ready for it. Play into that late lurk. The thing is, though, they're so confident in Kiwi's position. Almost caught floating through the air. And that's a big kill. Now things get a little bit panicky as the rest go pushing in towards that site. But MOJJ, as you said, has caught the spike.
Yeah, they went elsewhere. You know, that was just a flank on B. The lurk late into the round. Bands up close, and they haven't spotted him. Good repositioning. Spike retrieved, and as we said, you had that flanker, that lurker later into the round. Still, they're controlling the B site. Zeta's got it on lockdown. They can move that spike around. They're doing so a little bit slowly. It is allowing FUT to rotate into position, maybe be close by. And it's not like Zeta has anything to catch them off guard here. He's very much just holding this map control so they can get the plant in late round. It's a good pivot, a good recovery. Munchkin, he was so patient, but he's been spotted on the way back out.
I'm looking at that null command as well. Now they've spotted that flanker. Can potentially remove the util. The rest of the players, they know there's one in towards that back site, which likely means there's either one out towards long or back in on that lurk.
That's a great kill. They're starting to narrow down the angles, but they didn't know that Munchkin was still there.
It was working. Faster pace hits, sending in Sayaplayer as that initial fight, the Reckoning online. They've been farming up orbs throughout the game to get this all online just because of the space it builds up. They do have to be careful though, because FUT have been very happy to just sit on the edge, spam through, and do so much damage, and it's worked out for them again. Carpe is going to be caught.
And the lockdown's traded out as well. That might force some of these players to take a step forward in some circumstances.
As well.
But they've decided to fall on back, concede that control.
I call this around the Observer's nightmare.
Yeah.
It's just every single hole just being spammed into position.
Viper's Pit went down, but so did MrFaliN. They've got to get on this spike pretty soon to force players out into the open, and there they are. They've spotted the whole squad, but there's too many bodies to take down. T1 holding strong. They've still got that utility to play behind, but MOJJ has got the angle up top. The smoke's holding off for just a few seconds longer. It could be long enough. Kiwi's close, and he'll get it across the line. Oh, a devastating round for T1.
T1, especially on their map choice to come out swinging. And they are getting decimated. What a shot by Kiwi to start. These rounds may have been close, but the scoreline definitely isn't.
He's been a menace with that operator early round, but hasn't needed to do a whole lot. It's players like MOJJ, like AtaKaptan, pulling it out later on. qRaxs, who's been an animal for spraying people down through smokes, well, he's finally gotten a little bit of karma coming his way. Flash ready. Carpe wants to punish. They know there's a player there, and they'll catch him through the wall. Great prediction from Carpe. And Kiwi not able to hit the shot with the op. Too many targets. All out in the open. He's got cover this time. A player up close, ready to help, and well, his help will certainly be needed. MrFaliN. Is he going to swing out to realize these players have given up the control? Yes, they've moved towards the stairs where the spike is dropped. MOJJ has the cross, spotted both on the way around, and now they can just hold this together, or maybe not. They separated. Munchkin isolates. 40 HP and 4 bullets. The spike down towards the stairs. He has to move. And in fact, it's his opponent that's moving first. MOJJ repositioning, maybe knowing that the spike is there, that he can catch a timing.
It's just all about the bait. Maybe expecting to be surrounded. Now Munchkin's going to be the one to go that little bit further forward, hoping to find his opponent, but eventually he has to make his move, has to go for this plant, and he's not going to be expecting him to be in that same position, desperately trying to find out where MOJJ is coming from, but instead he's just wrapped back into exactly the same spot. Skydog, the Tiger, to clear out some position. The fact is, though, T1 have a great read here.
Yeah, Sayaplayer's flank should be perfect, but it's going to take a while to come through. The players on site will have some trouble holding it down. One wall goes through. This is going to section them all around the backside. Low HP, though, on Munchkin. He doesn't really want to fight, but it'll be forced on him anyways. Good opening for Kiwi. Just look at Sayaplayer. He snuck past the turret. He put his cloudburst up, and now they have no idea that he is sneaking his way through. That's an awkward fight. It's bought time, given an opportunity. Perhaps Kiwi can win that fight now if he wasn't crunched on, if there wasn't support here to play with. We're back down to a 2v3. Low HP on a lot of FUT players. The spike has to be defused, and time is on their side. They can swing. They're looking for their own little story
Oh
this time around. The A site is under threat. FUT already having dashed in, taken space. There's some weaknesses here. 2 pistols in play.
Do they vibe this bit?
So the rifles taking the fight, and Munchkin who's winning them. A quick double, and this could be the best chance for T1 so far. The only downside is that Viper's Pit.
Yeah, they've actually used it. Even in this scenario where they're down a couple of men, well, make that just one. MOJJ just managed to find another. The snakebite will buy some extra time, but he is not sitting still. He's gone moving all the way around. A decent position held, though, by Carpe. Just waiting on the other side, trying to find an entry back in, but MOJJ has found him as well. Having a lights-out game so far. Finally, Munchkin will respond, and now it's left all onto MrFaliN. Only a pistol in hand, but some low HP.
Waiting for, but instead shifting back towards the B site. The orb was taken, and so MrFaliN had the lockdown to work with. It's on the floor to buy them space on B. Oh, space that will be undeniable as they waltz their way into this site. The choice of where to plant is very much theirs. They still haven't gone for the plant yet. I mean, there's a lot of time for this T1 squad to get back in here, go for spams, especially with such an open plant spot. It's worked out, but you're going to be caught by the flash on the way through. Players spotted moving towards the elbow. That's where T1 wanted to fight for a moment, but Zeta and Carpe both down. Ban falls too. Bladestorm blinded in the open, and that is only going to leave Munchkin. Had some great rounds already. That walkabout going to take a while to come through. Player like Munchkin may be able to find value. If someone from FUT overextends, what was that? A collateral? Oh, well, now that judge is certainly looking a little worse for wear towards this elbow. They're going in, though. They've given him the control, and the fight is his. The lockdown online, and he can defend this. Pushing back in's not a good idea. In fact, they won't get anywhere close to it. Kiwi caught in the open, and we're back down to not just the way back through for T1, but the man advantage to work with as well. It won't last too long with AtaKaptan. The trade out is good for MrFaliN, and he'll close it at that. FUT with 13-4. Their opening map in Los Angeles could not have gone much better.